The only recommendation I have for you is that when you score a goal, you got to get the goal, you know, you got to extend that goal. Well, I mean, the guys from soccer, they stay goal for like 35 seconds.
All right, everybody. Hopefully we can. All right, everybody. We should be live here now. Coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio, at the Chiller Ice Rink. St. Francis here with the puck right in front of the Columbus goal, and goaltender covers that one up. Just trying to get situated here. We are right on top of the ice today, so this will be very interesting as there's not much room in these stands. Sylvania here with the puck off the face-off. Here is Crandall with it, getting help from Lehman. Down in the corner, and a quick shot there by Booth. Whistles high and wide, kept in by McKenna at the point. Taken here now by Columbus behind their own net. Stolen away by Sylvania briefly. Kept in again at the point by Ames this time. Coming back around to the other side where Lehman keeps it in for Booth. Booth tried to slide it down to Crandall. Couldn't get the pass through. Here is Booth with it. Booth centered it to Lehman, but he's intercepted there by number 5 in white. Coming in off the bench was Egan to play D on that number 5. Prevents a pass from coming right out in front of the net. Here's Egan with it now. Egan slid it over, but nobody there, so he's going to have to go get his own pass. Has it down here in the near side corner. Has it again right out in front. Takes a shot and whistles that one high and wide. He was all by himself there for that shift. Lehman is now coming off the ice. Yes, he's been out there a while. The pass intercepted there by Bassan. Oh, and he had Booth sitting right out in front. Couldn't get it across. Oliver McLeod comes in off the bench, lays a hit, but Columbus has it now. There's Bassan, drops it back to Egan. Egan spins around, puts it down to Bassan right in front of us. Tried to get it over to Booth, but the pass was intercepted. It's dumped in deep here by Warzak. Oh. Coming in off the bench is Ludwig to take it. Ludwig takes a shot, and it is deflected off of a Columbus stick and out of play. 12:36 here left in the first period. And still just trying to get set up for you here. So there we go. Puck is dropped. Won by Columbus and chipped up out of the zone and down the ice. And it was a tipped puck, so no icing. Regalado down with it. Tried to get it to a forward. Does so there. And we got new numbers on jerseys here today, so we're going to have to figure out that there is Thompson. Thompson in 32 here today. Thompson takes it off the half wall himself. Still has it. Sends it out to Ludwig at the point. Ludwig lines up for a slap shot. Hit a shin right out in front. Shot over to Winkler. Winkler takes a quick slap shot, and that is gloved out of the air by the Columbus goaltender. Columbus won that draw. Got it all the way to the blue line. McKenna kept it in, but couldn't keep it in twice. Here's Riley Ames with it. Riley Ames gains the blue line. Chases his own puck down below. And the puck's going to come out to center ice where Jake Myers will have it. Jake Myers tried to tip it up to McKenna, but it went to the Columbus player, number 49. Oh, and a quick breakaway here, almost taken there by Winkler in red, but he just overskated it a touch. Puck came out, and we had got an offsides here. Face-off will be right in front of us to our left. Face-off taken here by Sylvania. Thompson brings it into the zone. Still has it behind the net of Columbus. Tried to send one out in front, and a rolling puck sitting there where Ames took a shot from tops of the circles there and came all the way back out to McKenna. McKenna took a shot. Big hit there by Lehman. Put number 12 Schmidt right into the boards. Comes back to Lehman. Lehman with his head up, skating down the center of the ice. Columbus looking for a little bit of revenge here. Centering attempt by Lehman is knocked down by the Columbus defense. Caleb Hubbard with it. Nope. Overskated that. Number 5 in white, Walton, skates into his own end. Behind his own goal. Intercepted there nicely by Lehman. Oh, and he backhanded it right back to number 5. He had Hubbard available if he wanted him. Puck is now in the Sylvania end for a Warzak. Warzak slung it out to the point, did get it out of the zone. And it's going to come down here between the circles to Egan. Egan over to Warzak. Warzak with his head up looking for somebody to go with him. He's got Crandall, and that's it. He's going to take a shot, and it's easily gloved out of the air by the Columbus netminder. And here's the face-off right down behind the Columbus net, and got a new number there. Looks like Claiborne had it. Got it out to his point man, Warzak. Warzak took the shot from that left side. He came all the way back out. No, Egan to Warzak. Warzak to Claiborne. Claiborne right down the middle to McLeod. McLeod couldn't get around the defenseman. Gave it to Crandall. Crandall gave it back to McLeod. McLeod looking for something to do with it. All Sylvania here so far. Another shot. Oh, and a rebound was sitting right there for a split second. Goaltender stretches out and covers that up. Goaltender for Columbus has had all the work in this game so far. As shots on goal early are most likely 10-0. 9:13 left here in the first period. We have a 0-0 score. And Columbus had the face-off, lost it, had it back. Gave it over to Sylvania. Sylvania had to bring it back out and touch up. Here's Wetz with it. Oh, Wetz had Booth right down there. Booth tried to turn around, hit the outside of the post. Coming back to the point, Egan kept it in, but all the momentum for the Sylvania players was coming out of the zone. And with it there was Bassan, had a shot on net there, just tipped the net, or the netminder's glove. Oh, and a redirect nicely there. And a shot from Egan from the point by Booth that just missed near side corner. Back on the backside is Ludwig. Ludwig has to turn around and go back into his own zone. Coming in off the bench was Winkler. He tried to tap it up to Thompson. Thompson couldn't handle it, and it was stolen away by Columbus. Columbus now with it. 19 in white lost it down to Ludwig. Ludwig sent it around to Regalado. Regalado couldn't handle the pass, but it came all the way back out here where Winkler has a chance to line one up. Sent a backhanded attempt across through the crease. It bounced right over Thompson's stick, who was sitting right in front of the goaltender in white. Looks like we're going to have an icing on this one here. We'll keep the camera still so we don't make you seasick. A little bit tough today with being 10 feet away from this front row. Lehman on the draw, won it to his right, but nobody from Sylvania was over there. Here's Thompson now. He was sneaking in the backside, hits the brakes behind the goal, got it right out in front. Another shot and a shot and a shot. 3 shots, finally covered up there by the Columbus goaltender. There were 3 attempts. I think every forward had a shot on net right there, with the being Lehman, Winkler, and Thompson. Excuse me, that's Nick Myers. Jake Myers. Hi, Nick. You're his dad. Jake Myers. Lehman again with it. Lost it, had it, got it back. Gets it all the way back out to the point for Ludwig. You got a net off whistle. Whistle with the net being off. Here's Winkler with it down low. Winkler sent it right out in front to Myers. Myers had it hop over his stick. He's going to have to take control of it here. Hits the brakes at center ice. Tries to get back down in. Chips it around his woman as there's one female on the team and tried to go get it, but Columbus kicked it right back out. Regalado brought it into the zone. Gave it there for Myers. It's going to come back out to the point, but controlled here now by Columbus. Briefly, as a pass was sent there by Columbus to Ludwig. Ludwig lost it with a poke check there, and puck is still not corralled. Here's going to be the first shot on net. And it's steered aside by Austin Nowak. Ludwig takes it in front of Nowak. Nowak doesn't like that, as Columbus still has control with it in the Sylvania end. Puck is sitting loose. Regalado tried to chip it out, and Columbus knocked it off his stick at the last minute. Back out here to the point. Shot that was tipped by Lehman on its way to the net. Had Nowak having to make a good save, and there's another save right to the belly of 29. So Columbus with their best shift so far. And a little bit of sloppy defense from the boys in red. Another shot there, but it's knocked down. Hit the leg of Riley Ames. You could hear him say, ow. But he doesn't seem to be too affected by it. Columbus still has it. And a weak shot attempt. Got to Austin Nowak. He's going to settle things down and take a face off to his left. I apologize. While we were away, there was just an icing as we lost a little connection here. We'll see if we can make it through this game here without too many interruptions. But we are in the smallest of the three rinks, furthest away from the Wi-Fi signal, I was told. Either way, face off one back to McKenna. McKenna just missed it. It got out of the zone. So he's going to put it off the boards, but here comes Columbus with it. McKenna chips it back up to Crandall. Crandall over to Wetz. Wetz tried to get it out, and finally Crandall does. Here's Ames with it. Ames tried to get it up to a screaming Claiborne, but pass was deflected. Here's Crandall now. Crandall down low. Trying to bring it back out in front. Spin around shot there by Wetz was knocked down by a shin guard. And Crandall now giving chase as Columbus brings it out on the back end. Sylvania changed up their D, putting a Warzak and Egan out there. 4:06 here left in the first period. It's been all Sylvania with the exception of a few shots, and here comes Wetz by himself. On a shot rang off the outside of the post. A good puck here. Egan toe drags the line to keep it in. Drops it down low to Bassan. Bassan sent it right out in front, hoping for a tip by Wetz or Claiborne, and nothing doing. This time, he takes it himself, tried a backhander, and was stick saved by the Columbus goaltender. Bassan with it again, sends it out to Egan. Egan had to kick it down to himself, tried a backhand. That was blocked. Bassan with it again. Gets it back out to a Warzak. Warzak back down to Bassan off the boards. Bassan lets it go all the way around. Here's Wetz with it. Wetz. knocked his man off the play in the back end there, and gonna have an icing on this one. Egan had it controlled for a brief second off the faceoff, but then lost it. Right behind him was a Columbus player, and he'll shoot one up into the netting off of the stick of a Warzak. Good block there by 4 in red. We have 3:07 left here in the first period. 0-0 is your score. Again, coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio. Columbus controls the faceoff. Until Lehman takes it away. Lehman now with it. Got it all the way up to the point through the legs of the defender in Columbus. A very nice play there by Bassan. He backhanded sauce pass right over to Booth. Booth dangled right left, put it off the pad, kicked it right back out to Bassan. Bassan had another attempt at it, but it was stuffed underneath the Columbus goaltender. So far, that Columbus goaltender, player of the game for the team in white. So we'll see where this goes. Bassan with it off the draw. Out to Egan. Egan had a jump over his stick, and he can't keep it in the zone. And a couple of dipsy-doozy moves over to Warzak. Warzak up to Bassan. Bassan off the pass right up to Lehman. Lehman tried to go 5-hole. It was stick saved there. Get it back, got it back out to Bassan. Bassan sent it out to the middle for Egan. Egan put it off the pads of the Columbus goaltender. Lehman got it to a Warzak. Warzak down low to Bassan. Bassan tried to backhand. That was saved aside by the padding. Big hit there by Bassan. And it came over to Warzak. Warzak to Egan. Egan over to Lehman. Lehman hits the brakes at the blue line. Lehman's just going to dump it and get a change on the back end. Good shift there by Sylvania. Still no goals here with 1:50 left in the first period. Puck comes out to center ice. Regalado stood up there by 19 in white. Keeps going after him, even though neither one of them have the puck. On the back end was a long stretch pass. If they could have knocked it down, would have had an opportunity for a breakaway. Either way, here they are again. Oh, and a shot. Somewhat of a shot pass by Oliver McLeod to Myers. Wasn't doing. Flipped in by Ludwig. Taken there by McLeod. McLeod gave it to Winkler. Winkler tried to give it back to McLeod, but McLeod was still stuck against the boards from a check. Here's Myers with it. Myers had Winkler down the left-hand side. Shot it. Put it pad save by Columbus goaltender. Ludwig just shot one right up into the midsection of Winkler. Either way. Here comes McLeod. McLeod hits the brakes. Oh, and then a post shot there, and that's going to go in. So we have McLeod. Fed it over to Thompson. Thompson took a shot, hit at the outside of the post. Came right out in front to Jake Myers. Myers flipped one over the goaltender who was sprawled out on his stomach. So we're going to have a 1-0 lead here for Sylvania with 41.2 seconds left in the first period. Face-off won there by Columbus. Caleb Halbert tried to give it back to his defenseman. Defenseman didn't see it. Went all the way back down behind goaltender. Here's Wetz with it. Wetz with a full head of steam. Sent a pass over to Halbert. Halbert just out in front of him. A little too far. Couldn't get it. Halbert's going to try to send one in front, but that's knocked down by the defense. Halbert just comes in, takes his man off the puck, but Columbus forward was there to steal it away. Here's Sylvania with it. Briefly. Gave it back to Columbus. Thompson now has it. Thompson has the puck as the clock runs out, so we are going to be done with one period of play here. 1-0 Sylvania. We'll be right back. we're back for the start of the second period here as the Sylvania Northstars have a 1-0 lead. It's been all Sylvania for the most part. Maybe 5 shots on goal or so for Columbus and 20+ for Sylvania. Columbus does win the draw, though. Gets it up to the forward here at center ice. As Sylvania chips it out of their own end. Here's Riley Ames with it. Ames gets the blue line. Goes around his defenseman. Tried a quick shot last second. Had Hobart right down the middle, but chose to shoot it. And it was blocked down there by the Columbus goaltender. Comes back around to Ames. Ames sent a shot just wide of the net. Thompson with it. Thompson with his hair blowing in the wind decides to take a shot there, and it is pad saved away. Does a doopsie-doo and toe drag. Showing off a little bit now, and a shot from Riley Ames goes up into the netting off the padding of the Columbus goaltender. So Sylvania changes up the full line, brings out Claiborne over to Warzak. Warzak had the puck jump over his stick. Here is Columbus racing back for it. Warzak won the race. Here's Lehman. Lehman over to Claiborne. Claiborne's kind of by himself. A one-on-one situation. Slides it over last minute to Lehman. Lehman takes a shot, but that goes wide. Claiborne has it over to Lehman behind the net. Lehman looking for somebody to give it to. Cross-ice pass to Warzak. It was flipping around, so Warzak's just going to shoot it from the dot, and that's going to be knocked down by the Columbus goaltender as well. Covered up here. We'll have a face-off to his right. Columbus won the draw back. Tried to get it up off the glass to get it out of the zone, but Warzak knocked it down. Claiborne sent one on net. Tried to get Lehman to redirect it and missed his stick. Warzak down low. Had it, lost it. Came out to Claiborne, who tried a slap shot. That goes 4 feet wide. And here's Egan with it. Egan behind his own net. Dancing around everybody. Still dancing around everybody, looking for somebody to give it to. He's just doing circles. Big Ben Parliament tried to give it to Lehman, but Lehman missed the pass. I think they were all tranced by the circles Noah was doing around the net. Crandall, backhand pass attempt to Egan. Nobody there but Columbus. Crandall still fighting for it. Columbus does finally come away with it as they break out. Clearing attempt. On the backside there, came off the boards funky, right out in the high slot, but luckily Sylvania was the only one there. Either way, here's Claiborne with it. Claiborne takes a shot. That barely missed the top of the net. 6 inches over the crossbar. It's down low in the far corner where Lehman tried to get it. Bassan's now back on the ice. Bassan with it. Gets it out to Ludwig. Ludwig had his pass attempt blocked. Shot up in the air. Here's Columbus. Ludwig now has it, trying to get out of his own end by himself. Does get it over and out of the blue line, across the blue line, up to Lehman. Lehman goes around his man with a chip off the boards. Weak shot on net, hits the outside. But it's left there for Bassan. Bassan left, right, left. We're going to have a tripping call as soon as Columbus touches up, and yes, they do. So Sylvania will get the first power play of the day, coming with 11:35 left here in the second period. Sylvania will have McLeod, Bassan, Booth, Egan, and Warzak out there for these 2 minutes. One back there, but just out of the reach of Egan and all the way back down in his own end. Egan's going to bring it in the zone himself. Takes a shot. It goes off the shin guard of the defender for Columbus. Held in nicely by Oliver McLeod. McLeod, though, sends it up, and it goes into the bench of Sylvania. That'll bring the faceoff out of the zone. Face-off one back by McLeod. Warzak. Warzak's going to get it inside the zone, take it himself. Gets down low. He's got Booth out in front. Gives it to Bassan. Bassan finds a streaking McLeod and a tip there. Oh, and it's just now covered up. A tip there by Booth from McLeod. Shot from McLeod from the point. It was more of a redirect, but the Columbus goaltender covers quite a bit of ground, as that was no problem for him. Seems to get everything down low pretty well, but does find himself sprawled out on his chest a lot. Warzak over to Bassan. Bassan's looking in the middle of the goal, tried to get it out in front. Had a couple guys streaking from behind. Oh, and it just bounced over Bassan's stick as he was on the doorstep. Comes over to Egan. Egan tried to get it down to Booth, does so. Booth has it, shoots it right into the gut of the Columbus goaltender. Columbus tender didn't know if he had it and was trying to reach back behind him to see if he could find it. We have 1:06 left on this power play for Sylvania for a tripping penalty to number 50. Comes all the way back out to Egan at the point. Egan looking to set it up. Tried to give it to Warzak. Warzak was going down low. He switches with McLeod and then decides to take a shot all the way from the point with no traffic in front. So that's a freebie for their goaltender. Sylvania wins this draw. Over to Warzak. Warzak to McLeod. McLeod down to Egan. Egan back out to McLeod. Over to Warzak. Warzak had to kick the pass to keep it in. Does so. Gives it to Booth. Booth's going to have it over to Bassan. Bassan right out in front of the net. Just shovels a pitching wedge too high over the net. But ends up getting it back here. He's got it right out in front in between the circles. Still with it. 28 seconds left on the power play for Sylvania. McLeod over to Egan. Egan kicks it back out to McLeod. McLeod's got traffic in front, takes a shot. It's sitting right there for Booth. Booth couldn't get to it. His stick was tied up by the defenseman in white. Comes back out to center ice here with 7 seconds left on the man advantage for Sylvania. McLeod with it. McLeod gives it to Booth. Booth right out in front of the net. Backhander. Stolen away there by Columbus, and Winkler comes in to challenge that puck sitting there. Booth gives it back out to Egan. Egan steps around his man, steps around another man. Has help if he needs it. Tries to go back around the backside, and nobody doing. Just sent a shot there. He's going to try another shot, but that's sticked out of the air by the Columbus defenseman. Oh, and a crazy angle shot by Jake Myers. Ends up going in the net. This is not a power play goal. I apologize, folks. I didn't take the power play off, but it is a 2-0 lead. And Jake Myers has both goals for Sylvania. That was one that I'm sure the Columbus goaltender wishes he had back, as the shot was taken from almost the red line down low. Here's Ames with it. Ames back to Myers. Myers can smell the hat trick. Brings it in the zone. Fanned on a shot attempt. Still has it. Still has it. Backhander. Right into the gut of the Columbus goaltender. Columbus briefly won that faceoff, but Sylvania takes it away. Here's Wetz with it. Wetz over to Riley Ames. Ames back out to McKenna. McKenna with a shot, but that's deflected out in front. Wetz with it. Had more time than I think he realized and just took a weak shot where that's going to be covered up. We'll have another whistle. Scrum ensues for the face-off possession there. Finally taken by McCanna. Sent a pass shot through the crease. Sticks were tied up for Sylvania, though, so nothing doing. Columbus now coming back the other way. Comes off the boards right to Lehman. Lehman's looking for some daylight and had it taken away by 32 and White. Good pass there right out in front by Lehman to Hobart, but Hobart wasn't ready for it, as it was that good of a pass. Kept in nicely there by Ames. Comes back out, though, and he's going to have to drop back into his own zone to get it. Has it. Starts the skating spree. Went around one man, puts it off the shoulder of the Columbus goaltender. Here's Thompson now. Thompson sent a drop pass behind him to Regalado. Regalado with a bad angle shot. Worked once, why not try it again? Fanned on there by Columbus, but streaking down the center of the ice was 32. On the back end is Ludwig. Ludwig knocked his man off the play, otherwise that would have been a 1-on-0. And I guess they're going to call Ludwig for a hook on that play there. Coming into the zone, he did have his stick underneath the armpit for a brief second. And at the 7:04 mark, Sylvania's going to be down a man. Coming right into the game is Jack Smalley to replace Austin Nowak. Looks like they're going to split this one, and he has to make a save right off the bat. Another shot from the point this time. That one is knocked down. Egan's going to have it. He's going to take it and bring it out himself. Egan goes around 1-2 men. Lost it at the very last second. Has to hustle back now on defense. Poked away there by Crandall. Sent down low by Columbus. Warzak on the far end. Had more time than he realized. Claiborne tried to get it around Columbus forward, but couldn't. Finally sent the length of the ice by Egan. And a steal there by Claiborne right out in front. He didn't have enough time to do anything with it. Slid it over to Crandall, but here comes Columbus. Crandall finds it back. The puck back within his reach. He's just going to flip it and kill some more time. We got 58 seconds left here on the power play for Columbus. Claiborne has his defense screaming to give it back to them, kill some time. He does so finally. Noah Egan's going to have it. He's going to send it over to Warzak. Warzak then just sends it down to the near side corner where it kicks around to the far side corner. Bassan's standing there now. Bassan steals a puck, chips it over to Oliver McLeod, but it's bouncing. On a redirect on a shot from the point by Ames. Almost got through. Columbus can't get it out of their own end. Bassan with it. Bassan dances around 1-2 and shoots it right up over the shoulder of the Columbus goaltender. That is where you have to go on this man, as it is now 3-0. Bassan just chipped it right up. Hit the top side of the net underneath. And we have a 3-0 score here. Puck off the draw is won by Sylvania a little bit too well as it comes into their zone. McCanna up to Bassan. Bassan up to McLeod. Power play is over. Ludwig comes out of the box. That one kind of stunned the goaltender there. A shot from McLeod. Got right up under the mask. Another one hits the outside of the post by Booth. As Sylvania's back to even strength. Columbus can only chip it in. Booth in a battle with his man. Got enough of it to take it all the way down in front of the Columbus goal. Columbus tried a little stretch pass there, but nothing doing, and we're going to have an icing. 4:20 left here in the second period. 3-0 Sylvania is your score. Right off the draw, Wetz slid one in front of the Columbus net where Jake Myers was streaking right across, just couldn't connect. Dumped all the way down where McCanna's going to go and softly place it to Ames. Ames does get it out of the zone, but only for a moment. It's over to Myers. Myers up to Wetz. Wetz couldn't handle the 3-foot pass at his hands. So goes all the way down to Columbus end. Loose puck right out in front. Backhander. Oh, and another attempt by Myers. Myers trying to get that hat trick and just couldn't get it past the Columbus goaltender. Shots are 53-12 in favor of Sylvania. Stolen and dumped by Columbus, where Ludwig has it now. Ludwig with nobody in front of him. Coming all the way down by us here. Trying to get his piece of the action. Puck went away from him, came back to him. He tried to go inside out and backhand it. What a beautiful save there by the Columbus goaltender that time. Columbus won the draw, but sent it over where nobody was except for Thompson. Haubert had 3 jabs at it and a shot from the left side by Thompson there. Couldn't get it to Barry. Here's Lehman. Lehman to Haubert. Haubert shot off the pad. As a scrimmage ensues here, and Columbus is going to send it the length of the ice, and again we'll keep it right here for the icing call. 2:33 left here in the second period. Let's see if Sylvania can take a more comfortable lead here with 2:30 left in the second period. Over to Ludwig. Ludwig shoots. Oh, right there in front. Oh, puck's still sitting there. Crandall had an opportunity with a small bit of daylight on that 5-hole, wide open, but just missed it. Face-off won by Columbus, right back to their goaltender. Covers up. We're going to have a whistle and another face-off. This time won by Sylvania. Shot by Claiborne hits the outside of the net. Oh, and another shot right there. Goes in the net. We have a 4-0 game. That one was a combination of Claiborne knocking his man off the puck and leaving it there for Crandall. Crandall took a backhand attempt just to get it near the front of the net. Did so. And it was chipped home, making it 4-0. It is all Sylvania today. Face-off one all the way deep into the Sylvania zone where Egan gives it over to Booth. Booth chips it up to Wetz. Wetz up to Basan's got nobody in front of him. He's going to go right, left, and put it right off the mask, leaving it there for a couple more Sylvania guys coming in the backside. They couldn't capitalize. Wetz and Booth were both right there. Neither one of them could stuff it home as there were 2 rebounds. Oh, and a weak puck that just got by the Sylvania defense. Comes all the way around here to the near side. Either way, it comes off the goaltender Smalley to a Warzak. Warzak up to Booth. Booth tried to go inside out. He's got guys from Columbus falling all over the place. Back out to a Warzak. Warzak over to Egan. Egan sends one down, trying to get a tip on it. It's still sitting there. Nobody wants it. Comes over to Booth again. Booth backhander, and we got bodies falling all over the place. Basan and one of the guys in white. Didn't seem to be a friendly conversation going on, but it looks like they're going to take Basan for roughing. So 1 minute left here in the second period. Sylvania is going to be on the penalty kill. Columbus won the draw, but Lehman comes away with it as the puck was sitting in a dead zone there. Jake Myers almost had another opportunity to get his hat trick. Comes back out to us right in front. Egan over to Warzak. Warzak's got Egan open again. He gives it back to him. Egan's just going to stand there with it and then decide to flip it 10 feet in the air right on net. Never know. Sticked away by the Columbus goaltender off to his right, where Columbus goes D to D. Intercepted there by Myers, but turned back over and then intercepted again by Myers. He's got Lehman right down the middle. Just decides to skate with his head up. Brings it all the way back. He's just going to kill time since there's 18 seconds left here in the power play. For Columbus, decides to dump it in now. We got 12 seconds behind the Columbus net. Time's going to run out here on this second period with Sylvania leaving 4-0. We'll be right back. Go ahead and get yourself some cereal or waffles. Looks like we are going to have an ice cut in between the second and third periods here for these guys, so we will be back here in just a little bit. And we're back here in Columbus for the start of the third period, where Columbus is down 4-0, but does have a power play here with 52 seconds left. And a shot from the right wall comes in on Jack Smalley, makes a glove save out of midair. No problem. Sylvania comes away with the draw, taken there by Myers. Myers won it back. Egan picked it out, sent it the length of the ice. Winkler's down at the other end now. There's Columbus looking to break out. Winkler stole it away, give it to Egan. Egan over to Warzak. Warzak going to give it back to Egan. Egan's got time. Sends it off the boards, and that'll go all the way down behind the Columbus net. Stolen away by Winkler. Shot goes wide. Comes off to Myers. Myers is going to send it around the backside out to a Warzak. Warzak's going to send it all the way back down to Myers behind the net. Myers avoids a check there, gave it out to Winkler. Penalty is over, and we'll have a whistle. Sylvania has Thompson off the draw over to McCann. McCann to Ames. Ames back down to Thompson. Thompson flips it around to Wetz. Haubert's taking up space in front. Gives it back out to Ames. Ames has to cross over and go to the opposite side where the puck is chipped away there and taken by Columbus. Back checking now is Thompson. Thompson lays his man out, and for some reason he's going to get a penalty for something. I don't know what. Waiting to see what the call is here. Head contact. I guess when you're 5'8" and the guy's 5'4", you're going to lose that every time. So that's going to be a head contact, 2-minute. And an additional, looks like maybe even a 2 and 10, yeah. So Columbus here won the draw and a shot from the defenseman. Let's see what Sylvania can do. They do end up getting the puck out of the zone. On the backside is Wetz. Wetz is going to be, he was going to be all alone. Instead he slides it over to Haubert. Haubert just out of his reach for the pass. Comes all the way back out to McCanna. McCanna over to Ames. Ames back to McCanna. McCanna up to Wetz. Well, Columbus, for whatever reason, is playing as if they're on the penalty kill. So Wetz over to McCanna. McCanna back over to Ames. Nobody wants to challenge these guys at all, so I would just pass it back and forth as well. McCanna off the boards to Haubert. Haubert let it go, and it gets itself all the way down to the netminder for Columbus. 1 minute left here. Oh, and a stolen pass there by Wetz. Wetz tried a backhander. That's wide. But he does end up flipping it out to McCanna. McCanna's going to wind up, take a slap shot. That's going to be pad saved. Kicked right out in front to Haubert. Haubert tried his chance. Tried his luck at a chance and came up unsuccessful. Shot from between the dots there, and we're going to have another penalty here for something. I don't know what. These referees, I guess we're going to have interference when he had the puck. Ames is going to go to the box for 2 minutes for interference, apparently. So with 36 seconds left on the 2 and 10 to Thompson for head contact, Riley Ames goes to the box. So Columbus has a 5-on-3. Claiborne won the face-off. Puck dangled around for a little bit, and he sent it the length of the ice. Columbus breaking out of their own end. Claiborne, not sure if he's allowed to check anymore, decides to just lightly tap his man into the boards. Stolen away briefly there by Ludwig. Given back to Regalado. Regalado gets it up to the blue line and sends it down into the Columbus zone. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. And we're going to have a Columbus icing here as the Sylvania Northstars were changing on the back end coming out of the box. So we'll see what the Northstars can do with the face-off in the Columbus end. One there by Lehman. Lehman backhand, forehand, backhand, and now a backhanded shot. Came right off to Crandall. Crandall tried to stuff it home, and that corner of the goal was taken. Columbus shoots it all the way down, but there will be no icing here as it was tipped at the blue line by Warzak. Here's Egan. Egan's got nobody in front of him now as he goes around the forwards. Tried to go through the legs of 22 and couldn't do so. A shot up and off the blocker of Smalley goes up into the netting. .42 seconds left here on the power play for Columbus. The interference call on Riley Ames. Sylvania wins this draw, and Warzak just gave it right out to the point man, 22 in white. He's going to take a shot, and it's caught up in the blocker of Smalley, who just froze. Stuck his glove underneath that blocker and dropped it right in, and we'll get a whistle here with 10:32 left in the third period. Face-off won by Sylvania, chipped out there by Noah Egan all the way down. I'm calling that a good puck as the puck was sent down by Columbus. Nobody touched it, but apparently they just want to keep things moving. Here's Oliver McLeod with it. We're going to have an offsides as Booth tried to drag that toe out the blue line. Columbus defense forced McLeod to make one last move, and it just kept Sylvania from being onside. McLeod won the draw forward to a Warzak. Booth's going to go give chase now here down in the corner. He has it down behind his own net. There should be a tripping there, and it is. As the power play for Columbus expires, they're now going to go and be on the penalty kill. Sylvania looking to add to a 4-0 lead. One there by McLeod back to a Warzak. Warzak took a shot. It was knocked down by the stick of McLeod. Tried to tip it, but he actually knocked it down and into the corner. Booth now with it. Sent it down low. Put the pass into the skates of McLeod. He couldn't handle it. Bassan chips it back around. Oh, right out in front for Booth, but didn't seem to be ready for it on the back end. Here comes a Warzak and Egan racing to get back. Smalley leaves that puck for a Warzak to keep the clock moving. Bassan tipped it to a Warzak. Warzak over to Booth. Booth's going to have it. Right dot, takes a shot just over the glove. Well, the Columbus goaltender. Booth now back with it after a pass from Bassan. He gets taken down again. No call. Tried to get a shot off there. Warzak with it. Warzak hits the brakes. Here's McLeod. McLeod tried to get it to Booth. Nothing happening. Warzak with it near side. Far side, excuse me. Comes off to McLeod. Right back out to Booth. Warzak. Booth back out to Egan. Egan over to Bassan. Bassan with nobody in front of him. Sends it over to Booth. Booth turns and sets up for a shot. It was deflected. It came back down to McLeod. McLeod's shot got taken out. Came all the way back down to Smalley, where Smalley gave it to Bassan. Bassan tried to chip it to a streaky Egan. Couldn't do so. McCann will have it behind his own net. Comes out. Gets the blue line. Tried to send one in front, but nobody was there. It was stolen by Columbus anyways, and they're going to send it down to Smalley here. Here's Wetz. Wetz up to Myers. Myers tried to chip it back to Wetz, but not enough on that pass. So here comes Ludwig. Ludwig's going to try. Ludwig over the blue line. Around the goal. Out to the point here. McCann back to Ludwig. Ludwig lost the pass. And they'll have to come back and reset. Ludwig to McCann up to Wetz. Wetz gives it to Myers. Myers still looking for that third goal for a hat trick. Takes a shot. That goes wide. There's Columbus. Gets to center ice. That power play is over now for Sylvania. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Winkler tried to catch a streaking Myers there down the middle, but Myers' stick was lifted. They're going to call that a good puck, no icing. Here's Winkler with it. Winkler slides it across nicely for Regalado. Regalado wound up for a slap shot. It never left the ice. Wetz tried to chip it up over the goaltender, but didn't get enough height on it. Looks like Columbus changed their goaltender from the first one they had in. 6:43 left here in the third period. There's Regalado. Another shot from him from the far side. Tipped in front by Claiborne, but good save by Columbus goaltender. Here's Ames. Ames hits the brakes. Gives it up to Lehman. Lehman tried to go at it off the boards. Nothing doing. Here's Ames with it. Ames found himself out in front. Toe save there by the Columbus goaltender. And it comes back down here to Regalado. Regalado keeps bringing it back behind his own net. Being hounded there by Columbus. But does find a way to get it up to Lehman. Lehman over to Claiborne. Claiborne sent it out in front. Lehman's stick was lifted. And Hubbard has it. Hubbard lost it. Gave it over to Columbus. Out to the point where Warzak kept it in. Puck's now down here right in front of us at the center ice where Hubbard sends it over to Egan. Egan's going around left and right looking for some space to skate. Keeps giving it to himself. Slides it over to Crandall. Crandall shoots, and that goes upstairs against the collarbone of the Columbus goaltender. We got 5:08 left here in the third period, 4-0 Sylvania. It's been all Sylvania today for the most part. Warzak off the face-off, hits the crossbar, but does not go in. Warzak looking for his first goal of the year. And I missed something there because Sylvania's back on the power play. Streaking down the middle of the ice is Booth. He's going to put it right into the glove of the goaltender, but it bounced right out. Left it there for McLeod. McLeod's got it. McLeod still has it. Sends it up to Egan. Egan looking for an opening. That gets knocked down. Taken here by Crandall. Crandall over to Booth. Booth back over to Egan. Egan winds up for a slap shot. Kicked off the backboard. McLeod down on one knee. Gets up. Now he has it. Nobody out in front for Sylvania. And Columbus is going to send it down where Smalley's going to take it and spin it around the backside of his net. Taken there by Booth. Booth just out of the reach of Crandall on his pass. They're going to call that no ice. Crandall fights for it now, comes away with it. Hits the brakes, turns around. Gets mauled a little bit. Goes after it again, comes out to the blue line where Egan holds it in. Egan, backhander to Crandall. Crandall slides it over to Warzak. 27 seconds left here on the man advantage for Sylvania. Warzak still trying to find that first goal. Tried to go back around the backside and surprise the goaltender. He wasn't having it. Crandall behind his own net. Behind the Columbus net. Playing footsie with the Columbus player, and nobody wants it. Myers says, I need a third goal today. I'll take it. Gives it out to Egan. Egan shoots and scores. Put it right underneath the blocker of this Columbus goaltender. From right in between the circles at the high slot. There was 2 seconds left on that power play, so that will be a power play goal for Sylvania. Get your free Wendy's chili on your way out, folks. Myers makes a move at the blue line. Finally gets it across. Gave it to Wetz. Wetz got it knocked away. Here comes Columbus in a 1-on-4. Wetz down the middle. Backhander over to Myers. Myers. Oh, he had an opportunity. But he was stuffed by that Columbus goaltender's pad. Myers sent it over to Bassan. Bassan toe drags, puts it through his own legs, brings it back around. A little bit too much razzle-dazzle as Columbus is able to steal it away and get it out. Ames with it in his own end. Gets over center ice. Backhands it down deep into the corner. Myers had it. Oh, and Wetz took it and tried to surprise that Columbus goaltender by sneaking right out in front. But he had that post covered. 2:05 left here in the third period. Columbus flips it up and out of the zone down to McKenna. McKenna off the boards to Claiborne. Claiborne just out of his reach. Columbus is going to get it back out of their own end. Onside over the blue line, but stolen by Lehman. Lehman with a good stick there. Takes a shot. Stick save made by Columbus. And Claiborne now has it. It's over the blue line, fakes the slap shot, hits the brakes, almost lost an edge, gets ridden off the puck. Comes out to Ames. Ames just decides to give it back down to Winkler. Winkler lets it go for Claiborne. Claiborne hits the brakes, drops it back down, cycles it to Winkler. Winkler back out to Ames. Ames is going to take a shot, and that gets deflected. Goaltender never saw it, but just didn't make its way all the way through. One-timer off a give and go. Gets tipped up out of the zone. Here's Ames with it. Winkler seems to be struggling to get off the ice on the back end there. So Sylvania's going to get a few new men out there. 44 seconds left here in the third period. It's 5-0 Sylvania. As Ludwig takes a shot, and that is sticked up into the netting. And she'll give Thompson an opportunity to come out of the box from his 2 and 10. And Clow with the draw. One back to Ludwig. Ludwig slap shot right off that draw, and it's going to go right into the glove of the Columbus goaltender. 24.8 seconds left here. This time McLeod won it to himself. This time, and takes a shot as he wiggled his way down in front of the net, and it hits the outside of the net. Ludwig knocked the pass down, chipped it up to the Columbus forward, but here's Booth on the backside. Referee falls down, and what a nice save there by Columbus. As the referee had fallen down on the back end of the play, I'm not sure if he would have seen that go in, but Booth was streaking to the net, made a last-minute move, and just tried to flip it up into the air and glove down by the netminder for Team Columbus. Booth off the draw. Over to Regalado. Regalado to Ludwig, and that's going to take us to the end of the game. As Sylvania is your winner, 5-0. Signing off from Columbus. Thanks for joining us today, folks.